So that's exactly why we are so hyped, right? Because we just saw Barcelona demolish another team. It's
4-1.
literally 1 hour after the game happened. So I don't know. I'm just feeling very good about this team. However, it's some injuries away from maybe falling apart, but I don't want to jinx anything now. I just want to continue with what we're doing so far, and it's good.
But just can we talk about Dani Olmo? Is the Dani Olmo does Danny have an injury? Does he have a knock? Was it just because of the nose? What's going on with Dani Olmo?
I think it was the nose because
I'm
hopefully it's a nose, but
hoping it was the nose.
Yeah, they were shooting at him like after Barcelona won the game, and he did touch his knee a little bit. But I saw on Twitter right now a reporter film a clip of Dani Olmo coming out of the stadium, and he asked him, "Are you okay, Danny?" And he went like, "Perfectly
No
fine,
problems.
yeah. No problems."
Dude's a baller. Dude's an
dude.
absolute baller. 3 goals in 3 matches, right? Getting assists along the way. I mean, I said it in the last podcast. I'm in love with Dani Olmo. He's stolen my heart completely. He's got a smile that I have not seen since Ronaldinho.
What?
Because it's not. Listen, you see that guy smile and you're like, what? But then the way that he plays makes him a beautiful man. Makes him absolutely gorgeous. I'm in love. 100%.
Yeah, when I think, look, I was asking myself this while watching the game, and it's like I always had the question: who signed Dani Olmo? Because that's like I think a very big thing. Who signed him? Is it
As
Deco?
in, like, was it Laporta or Deco or Flick?
Was it
Like,
Flick?
who brought him in?
Who signed Dani Olmo? Or was it like a deal already from like 2 seasons ago that, those things take time. Sometimes those transfers happen. So who signed Dani Olmo? Let us know in the comment box down below. I want to know because I honestly have no idea. So far, I think that I would want to think that it's Flick who signed him because he's doing amazing stuff right now with the team. He's just playing out of this world. He's like literally, I think, alongside Lamine Yamal, our best player, like by far. I'm really, really liking what I'm seeing from Dani Olmo. And like I said before, every time he touches the ball, like the play improves, the chance improve. And it's very difficult to find players like that wherever that when the ball goes through them, it gets better. It gets better. It gets more fluid. It's more direct. And I don't know. I think Dani Olmo it's different caliber of man right now.
Amen to that. His movement, his positioning, his footwork on the ball, his decision making, just his technical ability. He is exactly what you want in a box-to-box midfielder. He's absolutely lights out on the pitch. I can't say enough good things about him. His attitude, his mentality, and it is Dani Olmo time. He says, I'm going to take the momentum from the Euros. I'm going to bring that to Barcelona. I'm going to remind this club of what it's like to have a champion's mentality, a winning mentality. And I think he's the perfect guy to come in for Hansi Flick, who is trying to do exactly that, change the mentality of Barcelona. Because
and the goal, bro.
Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
I wanted to get upset with him because Lewandowski, Rafinha, both running in. And 9 times out of 10, the keeper saves that.
Yep.
But I'm giving Dani Olmo the benefit of the doubt here because he's going in, like I said, with that mentality of watch me do this. Watch me ball out.
It's like when you're playing FIFA and you press these 2 buttons to shoot, and it does like a heavy shot, like a really, really strong shot.
The driven shot,
Yeah.
Shout out to all of our EAFC.
That's exactly what Dani Olmo did. But like we talk about his goal, but we have to talk about another guy, dude. Like for finally, I have my shirt with Lamine Yamal.
Let's go, Lamine.
Let's go.
Hey, I got a hot take.
Lamine is freaking so good, bro. Best right winger in the world. Yes.
I'm gonna say, despite his 2 goals, he did not have a good match today. I thought Lamine was actually a little bit off. I thought that he was defended. He was defended well against, right?
Yeah, Miguel
Immediate double
Gutierrez
teams
is
every
really
time.
good, bro. Really good, Miguel Gutierrez. The left back, really good.
Yeah, credit to the strategy, credit to the defenders. I thought Lamine was actually a little bit off of his game today, but still got 2 goals. Puts in the defensive effort, strips the defender, 1-on-1, goal, no problem. Second one, ball bopping around the box a little bit. Most people would have taken a big swing, blasted that into Rosed. He said, hang on, just let me just tuck it in like a sweet little baby ready for a nap. Just you go night in the back of the goal. That's what I love from the kid. He's 17 years old, and the composure.
At 17 years of age, he already has a signature move. You know, like whenever he curls the ball like that, that's signature move.
It's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. And then the other thing is that at 17 as well, he also has a recognized celebration. Like,
yeah, dude.
Like insane, dude. The guy's insane. And like you said, I think he had a bad game. You could say that, and still performs with 2 goals. And
not a bad game.
Yeah, right? Not a bad game, but it's like,
relatively speaking,
to his level,
for the expectations to his level right now. Oh, he didn't smoke people down the right wing the entire match. He had a quote bad match, right?
So yeah, the best of Lamine is when he's having a good game when he assists for me. Like when he has those assists, because he's more of a creator, in my opinion, than an actual finisher.
I agree.
But
I agree.
The thing I said it on Twitter. Let me pull the exact words that I have, because I want to quote myself on this tweet I put out.
I'm gonna quote myself on this tweet.
Yeah, I said Lamine Yamal has begun to spend his experience points into the finishing skill tree, and I said the world of football ain't ready, because if he actually gains the proper deadly finishing, forget yourself. He's gonna be insane, dude. The sky's the limit with this guy. It's really is that good. And another hot take for me coming out: do not be surprised, people, if he pulls out a top 10 finish in the Ballon d'Or.
Wow.
If he keeps up this form until the Ballon d'Or is given, do not be surprised. Come on, this guy's insane. Absolutely insane. He's on a different kind of level right now of for me, maturity and that. I do expect for him at some time to have a diva moment. You know,
he got a little bit heated at the end of the match there. If you watch that last little foul, which was a late challenge, it was a little bit of a kick out there. He didn't like that. He got a little bit heated, got under his skin a little bit, and he's going to have to get used to that. He's going to have to find some patience there. But also, the other players need to protect him. You know, shout out to Rafinha. Okay, I want to talk about the Ferran Torres red card here in a second. But right after that, when the players started surrounding Ferran, Rafinha, like a bodyguard,
he just stand like this.
Security said, absolutely not. Shoves a guy off. He said, no, you're not getting close to my guy Ferran here. I want some of the other players, some of the more workhorse players, some of the more physical players to have that mentality with Lamine. You want to take a late challenge on Lamine? You want to hack at Lamine? Go ahead. We're going to do 10 times worse on your guys on this end. That's what I want from Inigo Martinez. That's what I want from Jules Koundé. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's what I think I was saying with the diva moment. He needs to either become the Messi, where he just is the sort of person who says, okay, pass me the ball and I'll just beat you with the ball, playing football.
Yep.
Or you're going to be the Vinicius or or you can be the Neymar. Either of those two.
Here's the difference for me, right? I think Lamine carries that unselfishness that Leo had, meaning, yes, you get the ball to his feet, but if he's double, triple teamed, Lamine will pass that ball off all day. And if it leads to goals, he's happy. I don't think a Vinny Jr. has that same mentality. I think Vinny's the type of player that goes, yeah, watch me try to take on 2-3 defenders because I have to be the one. I think Lamine has that team mentality. And I think that's going to be the difference maker for Barcelona. When you're looking at Lewandowski, when you're looking at Rafinha, when you're looking at Dani Olmo, who are all goal scorers. Let's have Lamine be the starting point. But if your strategy is to shut down Lamine using 2-3 defenders, cool. Watch him dish these out to the other guys.
Yeah, to keep talking about the game in general, for me, this is the thing where for a long time I haven't been doing this, which is I'm keeping count of the goals like people have scored or the assists. I used to do that with Messi. I
Yeah.
used to do that with Suarez, with Neymar, with players that I really like, and I go like, okay, how many goals do you have? How many goals? Or I'm excited to see just who scores this game. Those things are coming back, and I think that's the sort of the new thing. I'm very glad that this for me this sort of football again, no, enjoyable. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, Lamine has 3 goals and 4 assists. Dani Olmo has 3 goals. Lewandowski has 4 goals. Rafinha already has 3 goals. And you keep going on like that, right? Pedri 2 goals, and it's like that's a sort of fun you want as a
The
fan.
number of goals that we're scoring right now, it really is. For those of you that are old enough to remember, watching the 2008 2009
Mm.
Barcelona, that to
At
me
the
was my
start, at the start,
at
like the first
it,
seasons, the first
yeah,
games of the season.
that to me, looking back, was the most enjoyable season. I'm not saying that was the best Barcelona team. I think that was the 2010 2011 team. They were very pragmatic in their approach. 2008 2009 was a football festival. It We gave up goals. Yes, we even lost to, I believe it was Numancia. Yeah, Numancia
In the first game,
1-0
right?
in the first game, right?
Mm.
Because we're doing stuff. We're trying things. We're opening up. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing that with Hansi Flick, except we're getting the results too. We're getting the dubs. So what I remember from that 2008 2009 season is we'd be up 1-0, 2-0. And once you get to like the 60-minute mark, 75th minute, you start getting some tired legs. Barcelona all of a sudden ramps up the pressure. A Samuel Eto'o goal is coming. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm feeling with this team right now. You feel the hunger. You see guys like Ferran Torres, like Pau Victor coming off the bench. They're not there just to get minutes and keep things status quo. They're there to earn more playing time. They're there to show their worth, their value. They are there to play. Doesn't matter when they come on. So I'm loving all that. Well, let's talk about that red card. The shark,
No,
baby,
my
taking a
shark.
bite out of, I don't know who it was. Is that a red card for you? Ferran Torres, 17 minutes played, comes on as a substitute, gets sent off. Was that a red card for you, Buga?
I mean, yes, it was a red card, but I think it's like a soft red card. You know what I mean? Like for
Soft as a
me,
baby's bottom.
I think it's soft. For me, it's like, yeah, it's a red card. I think you can give that, but like I don't know. I feel the referee was a little bit too harsh on it, maybe because, for instance, in the North London Derby today, there was also a red card situation where Julian Timber stepped on Pedro Porro. But that one's a different one. That wasn't a red card for me because he just barely scraped his foot, and it's like it's different. Here Ferran Torres like completely like stamps on it. Like you can see that he actually gets the foot of the player. So yes, for me it's a red card. It's as soft as you can get, but who cares? I'm more annoyed in the fact that it's actually Ferran Torres the one getting the red card because I just know that people are gonna pile on him and keep piling on him, and it's a red card. Like I wouldn't like. It's not like stupid challenge. It wasn't. I don't think it was like he got late anything. It's just like it can happen.
I think it was just circumstance. Like
Yeah, it's not
the
like
if you look at the trajectory of the ball, he's reaching for the ball, which was about a foot and a half off the ground, and then misses it, and then on the down step, as the player's coming through, he tags him. So sloppy challenge, bad timing. It reminds me of a red card that Langley would get. You know what I'm saying? Like, just kind of unfortunate. You know what I mean? It wasn't
yep.
like it's not like he made the wrong decision in going for the ball. It's just that he missed it and came down on the guy's leg. It wasn't like he went through the man. It wasn't like he slid in and went studs up, but he did cleat the guy pretty good. So I would have rather seen a yellow and have some controversy around that as opposed to the soft red. I do think it was soft.
Yeah, I mean, at
And
least probably
go
he'll
ahead.
play now. It means that he'll play the UCL game against Monaco, maybe because he can Flick can use
I
that as a rest, or something like that.
potentially I for his sake I hope that's true because my immediate reaction was the opposite. Actually, I was like, what worse timing to get sent off than when you have Ansu Fati about to make his return and you're already barely hanging on for playing time. Now he's going to miss 2 matches. If Ansu Fati comes back, and I certainly hope he does, and performs like he could, imagine Ansu Fati comes off the bench against Monaco, gets a goal, comes back, and who do we have?
Probably do. We have
He's just
so good in that sense.
We're away to Villarreal, right? Maybe Ansu comes off the bench and performs again. Maybe he gets a start against a Getafe the following week. Okay, those 2 matches, Villarreal and Getafe, should have been prime Ferran Torres time. That's a great opportunity to rotate some players, give some guys some rest before we go into Osasuna, more Champions League, and then the October fixtures.
Look, I'm going to play devil's advocate because I think that it also depends a lot. For instance, I thought when I saw Pau Victor and Ferran Torres enter, because they enter in the same time frame as both together. They both enter in the same time frame in this game, in the same substitute window. So Pau Victor actually went to the left and Ferran Torres went through the middle. So it's actually very interesting to see how Hansi Flick accommodates his pieces, or what he's going to tell each player to, which role is each player do. Because, for instance, maybe Ansu Fati for him is a left winger and not a number 10. Maybe he plays it through the middle. Maybe he plays Ansu Fati as a striker. Like, we have to see in Hansi Flick's plan where each player is situated and located. Like, who's competing with who. Because right now, I know for a fact that it's like Rafinha on the left, Lamine Yamal for the right, Dani Olmo in the middle, and then we've seen that if Dani Olmo gets out, he pushes Pedri further forward, and he likes to introduce Eric Garcia. That's already one key thing. So he prefers to push a player from the midfield to the number 10 position, and maybe he prefers a midfielder be more of a midfielder there than an actual forward, because like Dani Olmo is already scraping a shadow striker. So he's like a number 10, but also can go and score a lot of goals. So he prefers to have a midfielder there, more midfielder prominence. So maybe Ferran Torres is just another striker for him or something like that. So we have to see how it changes and how it develops, because I'm very eager to see how Hansi Flick utilizes Ansu Fati, right?
Yeah.
I'm expecting Ansu to be a left mid or left winger. Why do I say this? Because at the start of the season when Rafinha, I don't know. Forget it. Scrape this part.
I know it really is up in the air. I think we talked about it on one of the last podcasts around Ferran and Ansu, who's going to be left wing, who's going to be striker, because neither is a pure number 9, right? And really, if you look back at Ferran Torres, he's on record with saying that he prefers the right wing, but he's 3rd, 4th in line for Barcelona right there. Lamine, Rafinha, then I guess Ferran Torres for right wing. But whatever, side conversation. He's been asked to play left. He's been asked to play the number 9. I think he's a better number 9 than he is a left wing, because I don't think he's very good at creating on the ball. I think his off the ball movements, I think his utilization of space is all better for the number 9 position. So we'll see. I'll say I am concerned about Ferran and his playing time.
It's weird because the best Ferran Torres for me in Barcelona so far has been that Ferran Torres, which played inside forward as a left winger in a front three of him, Aubameyang, and Dembele. That was the best Ferran Torres so far.
Yeah,
it's weird because there he played left wing and he was good. He was really good. So I'm not too sure what is it exactly that is not clicking for him just yet. It might be that in a flick system, you're asked for a winger who tracks a lot more back, or you don't have. I don't know. In that side also, it was Jordi Alba, not Alejandro Valdés. So Jordi Alba could create a lot more for the left. I don't know. We have to see and see that.